Just want to show you guys this week's cop. Got these 7-inch shorts here. Pretty dope. Got some J's. Took me 25 years, but I finally got a pair of J's. So learning how to be alone is something very crucial, I feel, to self-development. Learning how to be alone in the world, how to make yourself happy. Like, not a lot of people really know how to be alone nowadays, They always need someone there. They always need some type of stimulation. Learning yourself, learning how to operate in this world, making yourself happy. A couple tips on how to be alone if it's something you kind of struggle with, or if you're moving to a new city, you don't know anybody. Just some tips that I kind of learned on my own and I want to give to you guys. So number one, prioritize your health. It's hard to even want to do anything when you feel sluggish, when you feel drained. You start to feel better, you start to eat better, you start to see things in a different light. You have more energy. Get out of bed, take a shower, get some sun, go outside, go to the mall, go to a park, go get something to eat nutritious food, take care of your health, go to the gym, exercise, go do a sport, anything to get yourself moving, get your body moving, get blood flowing. It's gonna help you take out some of your stresses. It's gonna help you get some frustrations out. If you notice, when you leave the gym or you leave a hard workout, you feel really good. Leaving the gym, you're just like, oh, you feel good, you feel blessed. So prioritize your health. Don't compare yourself to others. When you compare yourself to others, internally you're putting yourself down, you know what I mean? You're on your own clock. Compare yourself to your old self, right? Compare yourself to you 6 months ago. Compare to yourself to you a year ago. And if you're doing worse than before, you got to take matters into your own hands and change that. Remember, you're on your own time. You're not on anybody's time. It doesn't matter if Joe over there, he's got 3 Ferraris, 2 houses, whatever. You're barely able to make rent. You're on your own time. Your time's coming, dog. You know what I mean? So don't compare yourself to others. Don't be stressing over that shit, because at the end of the day, it's not going to do any good for you. All you're going to do is put yourself down and kind of be like, how come this person's doing that, this person's doing that, but I'm here not doing anything? In today's day and age, I feel like everybody needs stimulation. Everybody needs a phone. Everybody needs TV. Everybody needs to go out. Everybody needs something, right? But when you remove all of that and really just let your brain wander off into its own little world, you actually start to become creative. You start to think for yourself. You start to want to do stuff for yourself. For me, what I like to do is I like to go wash my cars. There washing my cars, I'm thinking about things. I'm thinking about life. I'm reflecting on things. I'm thinking of ideas that I want to make for videos or things I want to do financially. You know what I mean? You got to let your brain wander sometimes. In today's day and age, we have so much stimulation around us that you don't really let your brain wander. And that's very important for your mental health. You don't have to be out to the clubs. You don't have to be out at the bars. You don't got to be watching TV all the time. You don't always got to be on your phone. Just take some time to yourself, dog. When you get bored of, you start thinking of, right? So go wash your car, do laundry, go out for a drive. Just things like that you don't really have to think about. You just kind of do. That'll let your brain wander off, and let it wander, bro. See where it goes. At first, it'll be a little hard. I was like this at first, right? Really wasn't thinking about anything. And as I consistently started doing it because I wanted to come up with videos, I really became creative, I feel. And before that, I really didn't think I was very creative. I never had a creative outlet to do creative things with. And this is my creative outlet now. I don't feel so dead inside, you know what I mean? It's like I never really thought of shit before, and now I'm always thinking of, oh, what's a good video idea? What's something I could do financially? You always got to be thinking about shit. Do things that once made you happy. If you like being around animals, go to a zoo, go volunteer at a shelter. If you like sports, go to a basketball court, go to a tennis court, sign up for a football league. All these little things that made you happy as a kid or before, you got to bring those back as an adult, because in adult life, I feel we're always about work. We always got to do the next thing. We always got something to do. We never take time to ourselves to make ourselves happy as we once did. We need to have some type of outlet to let out our frustrations, whether it be a physical outlet, a creative outlet. You have to have some type of outlet, or you're just going to be a ticking time bomb. Go out by yourself. This might be a really hard one for some people. I know it was a hard one for me. But once you do it, bro, you really build this self-assurance in yourself, and like you really don't need anybody. It might feel a little weird at first, but once you get those first time jitters off, you're kind of like, oh, this is kind of nice, you know? You're on your own time. You don't got to listen to anybody else. You know, you do what you want to do. It's through this of going out and actually doing things by myself that I really found myself. I really found what I like. I really built that self-assurance in myself. You know, it builds that confidence in you that you don't need anybody. If going out alone or by yourself because you have a lot of social anxiety is something that's hard for you, start off small. Start off with a coffee. Go out for a coffee. Go to your local Starbucks. Chill there for 30 minutes. Or next, you can go to lunch by yourself. Lunch by yourself, maybe a drink, spoil yourself a little bit. After I did a lunch by myself, maybe the next week, do a dinner by yourself. Go out to a nice restaurant, bro. Or go to a sports bar and grill, you know? Kick it, watch some TV, have a couple of drinks. This was something that I kind of struggled with a little bit. I don't know why, but I had this little anxiety of going out to bars by myself. I had to kind of face that fear and do it. And I was like, bro, like I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna go and do shit by myself, you know? Very last thing that I did was a solo trip. Don't get me wrong, it was really weird at first because I had never gone on a solo trip by myself. Once I got there, I was kind of like, what do I do? What are people gonna think? But at the end of the day, who gives a... Something that I did that helped me was literally say out loud, I don't give a fuck. And for some reason that kind of gave me that reassured me of like, I don't care what people think, you know? All these people around me, I'm probably never gonna see them again in my life, so who cares? Once you initially get that little thought of putting yourself down or, oh, this is weird, I don't want to do it, you gotta face that fear and be like, all right, well, we're gonna do this shit. Like I said previously, I'm from a small town. I moved to the city in 2019. As we all know, the shutdown was very soon to come. Shutdown happened, relationships ended. I was kind of lost, you know? I felt very alone. Felt like I didn't really have anybody. To be honest, I felt like a loser. The couple friends I did have, they were getting into relationships and I didn't want to bother them, so I never really asked them to hang out, and that's my fault. At that time in my head, I thought, oh, they're busy, they don't want to hang out with me, but in reality, they did want to hang out with me. They were just doing their own thing. If I would have asked them, they would have said, yeah, bro, like, let's go, let's kick it, let's hang out, but you know, that was on me, and it is what it is. You just gotta learn from it. You kind of just get fed up with it. You're like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. Something breaks in you, and you're just like, bro, like, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I wanna go out, I wanna make myself happy, I wanna go eat, I wanna go to bars. And once I started doing all this by myself, I started building this reassurance in myself. I kind of became a magnet. People started wanting to meet me, wanting to hang out. It kind of turned into me deciding whether I wanted to hang out with them or not. So through this all, I kind of learned that I really love being alone. It takes some of my energy when I'm with people. So I'm very particular about the people I hang out with now. And it's crazy just how the tables turn from wanting friends to me becoming my own homie and then people wanting to be my friend, right? It's kind of like that abundance mindset, right? Once you start becoming your own homie, people will sense that. They'll sense your confidence in yourself. They'll be attracted to you, you know? I feel like everybody's looking for the right person rather than trying to become the right person. That's my little spiel on learning to be alone. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time for more. About to hit a leg day, do a quad dominant and calf day. I guess let's see how this shit goes. I'm feeling a little weird right now. I don't know what the fuck's up with me, but I feel a little weird. So hopefully I don't faint.